How's it going, guys and girls? My name is Camel and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online. In this video I'm going to show you the Barbaric Weapon and Armor Styles. Let's get straight into this. So first up we have the Light Armor set. It's pretty cool, it's very simple and a very raggedy look. I suppose it is the Barbaric set, of course, but it does look cool. It's got a very primitive look to it, which is to be expected from the Barbaric set. We haven't really seen anything like this in previous Elder Scrolls games, so it's going to be interesting to see how this set turns out. Pretty cool, I love that helmet. That is a really cool helmet. It has a very almost Forsaken feel from Skyrim. Love the shoulder pads and I love that belt buckle. Beautiful set. Now next up we have the medium armor set. Again, it's going with that very Forsaken kind of essence that we would have seen in Skyrim. I'm not too sure what's coming off of the head there, if they're claws or ribs or antlers, or the feet of chickens. Either way, it's scary. Very cool. I love the use of bones throughout this set. They're woven into various places, and they just give it that very primitive, barbaric feel. Very cool set though, very simple and very effective. Next up, we have the heavy armor set, and it's not too much different from the medium armor set. If someone told me that this was a medium armor set, I'll take their word for it. There aren't really any parts that are shown up as metallic here. Very cool helmet. It's similar, it reminds me, pretty cool helmet. It kind of reminds me of the Norn helmet. I think that's purely because there's horns coming out of it. Very cool though. It's got a few extra bones on top there. Pretty cool set, again, going with a very barbaric feel. I'm very convinced that this is the barbaric set. Now, first up for the one-handed weapons, we have the one-handed axes. Very crude and primitive looking weapons there. Look at that thing. It's quite literally like a sharp rock tied onto a stick. But with that set, they do look pretty cool. Now we have the one-handed swords. Very cool. I love the inscriptions going up the blades. Undecipherable text. At least for me, it's undecipherable. Very cool. I love the handguard. It almost looks like it's made out of bone. Yeah, that's a cool set of swords. Now we have the one-handed maces. Very primitive. Basically just like a baseball bat with spikes coming off it. Simple but effective, and once again convincing me ever more that this is the barbaric set. Now for the two-handed weapons, we have the two-handed axe, the battle axe. Personally, I think that looks really cool. I love the fact they've added a little gem in the middle there. But the head of the axe, it looks so evil, so spiky and undefined because it is just a sharp rock. It looks really cool. I enjoy that. Now we have the two-handed sword, the claymore, the greatsword, and man, look at that curve forward. Very unique in that sense. Most swords curve the other direction. A very brutal, primitive looking weapon there. My god. But at the same time, it kind of has a mysterious magic undertone with those inscriptions going up the blade. Pretty cool. Now we have the two-handed mace. Pretty much the one-handed mace just scaled up. The spikes don't look too much bigger though, but the mace is obviously triple the size. It looks like something a giant should be walking around with. Wouldn't want that thing swinging around near me. Now onto the daggers. Just like the swords, they have that curving forward, almost like a talon, like it's been influenced by a claw or something. Very cool though, very simple, but as I've stated, pretty effective. Again, it has a kind of bone look instead of a metallic look. Very cool. Now we have the bow. Very cool quiver. Got a skull on there with some horns coming off it. Just go with the rest of the set. Look at that bow. It's like a short bow. It's definitely the smallest bow that I've seen so far. Very cool. I love the spiky bones up the arms of the bow, and I love where the strings are attached as well. Very stumpy little arrow to go with the stumpy little bow. See you, Mr. Fox. Ha ha ha. You're dead. There we go. But yeah, pretty cool bow. Now we have the staff, all four staffs sharing this exact same skin. Very cool head, very primitive, almost druidic, whatever that word is. Very cool, and like I've said before, I love the fact that they've thrown that gemstone in, or that piece of semi-precious metal. Very cool. And lastly, we have the shield. Very cool looking shield. I'm very impressed with this. It almost has a kind of American Indian vibe off this, just with the oxen skull or cow skull with that symbolism on the forehead there. Very interesting, and I love the spikes coming out the side. Very brutal shield. And that is it for the Barbaric Weapons and Armor Styles video. I'm making these videos just to help you guys out because there's no way in-game to preview what your armor's going to look like, so essentially you have to craft every single set to find out which set you want to use, which is not the way to do it. So I'm doing this to help you guys out. and I really do hope that it helps. If you are interested in weapon and armor styles, be sure to check out the link in the description. It's a link to my playlist where I'm going to have videos showing you the different weapon and armor styles. Now, the color schemes that you have witnessed in this video aren't necessarily the colors that will be applied when you create these items. The color schemes are determined by what materials are used when creating the item and also what quality level the item is. In a future patch, they are going to introduce armor dyeing, so eventually this information will be rendered redundant. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and as always, if you did enjoy this video and you would like videos similar to this one, please subscribe. It would help me out a lot. I would like to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I'll see you there. See ya.